minutes break, and we're going to be playing some instrumental right now, just so that everybody can relax and we can go into the next section. This is Sugandhi Iyer, and we are hoping that you're still going to be there when we come back. Going to money. It seems that they tried really hard to spend more money. And since they couldn't spend so much money in one day, they had several events so that they could spend that much money. Oh, wow. Most families are trying to cut down the amount of money that they spend on weddings. And they're trying to shave a bit here, trying to shave a bit there, and cut down the total cost. But this family decided that, since we cannot spend all of this money in one evening or in one day, in one event, we're just going to have more events. And so they tried their best to spend more money. Amazing. And in the world, there are people who looked at this wedding and said, oh my God, that's too much money. It's awful. It's not okay to spend so much money on a wedding. So there are those people who said that. But then where this family is concerned, they have a lot. They have a lot to spend and they make more money every day. And they want to probably make a statement to the world. And so they decided to go ahead, and they really did not care about what people think. $600 million US. Imagine that. Wow. Now, everybody, when they look at this, has to decide whether they think it's too much money to spend, or if they go into appreciation and say, wow, how lucky that they had this money to spend. How lucky that they had to have more events just to be able to spend this. And that's a mindset. That's a mindset that people have. That is to say, okay, let's look at it this way. Let's say that you have $1,000. What is a person's basic instinct going to be? To save the $1,000? To spend it. So when a person comes from the place of, I have to spend this $1,000. I need to spend it. I have to find a way to spend it. Or if a person I have to find a way not to spend it. There is a huge shift in perspective and belief systems here. Because things that I have $1,000, I'm going to find a way to spend it, come what may. And is completely secure about the fact that he's going to be making more money because he is in good fortune. The other person comes from the place of, I have $1,000. I don't want to spend it because I need to save up for a future where I could be retired and not making money. And then also thinking that, who knows, I need to keep this $1,000 in reserve because I could, fictitious Jane could say that, or fictitious John could say that he or she could lose their jobs anytime. Oh, wow. So look at the difference in perspective. One person is in good fortune energy, the other person is in survival energy. And obviously, this family that spent around 600 million US dollars was not feeling the pinch. And they were not insecure about their ability to earn more money. It's not like, oh, well, if I spend and look, we're just going with the figure 600 million US dollars because that is what I read on the web. Though some articles say something here a little less and a little more, but still, let's just go with 600 million US dollars. So this family was not thinking to itself that if I spend 600 million US dollars, I'm not going to earn it back. Hence, I shouldn't spend it. I need to keep it in savings. I need to keep it somewhere, or I need to invest this instead of spending it on a lavish wedding. No, they clearly have the belief system that no matter what they spend, they're going to be making that much and more. This is good fortune where money is concerned. This is good fortune where money is concerned. They're clearly vibing good fortune where money is concerned. It's clear evidence. And so, why are there so many differences where money is coming, where money is concerned? Changing one's perspective into good fortune where money is concerned belongs to a person's own innate ability to be fortunate. And to know that the goddess of good fortune or the gods of good fortune are here, guiding us, guarding us, helping us. And then attracting more of the same just by virtue of projecting that energy outwards. And that's why everybody's coming in listening to the Good Fortune Show and the Joyful Manifestation Show, because good comes from good. Joy comes from joy. And people who are flowing drama energy get back more of the same. Because they like drama. At some level, they love it. They need it. They need it to even feel worthy of themselves. Purpose-driven. Why isn't being fortunate good enough purpose already? Oh, I'm fortunate. Oh, I am fortunate. I have a great life. Why isn't that purpose enough? Why does it have to be more? And taking the example of an Indian, Vivek Ramaswamy, who tried to stand for being a president, trying to become the president of the United States of America. And clearly knowing that he's second generation only, from what I've read, and that it's going to be an upward struggle. It's going to be an upward climb. So why would somebody get into that in the first place and not just enjoy the good fortune that he already has going in life? Oh, because he is purposeful? No, but look at the facts. Look at the facts. Why wouldn't you go with the good fortune that you already have and create something else that's amazing? Why get into the drama in the first place and then get rejected? The whole upward hill climb thingy, drama. Rather than doing what's best for a person, what is best, what is his talent, his innate talent. Trying to climb a hill that is so huge, but instead turn that energy into something else that would be productive and great for himself and the people that he's connected to. No, but people want drama. He wants somebody to tell him, oh, you're just second generation, you're Indian, so we won't vote for you. It's the whole drama thing. People need it to survive. And then creating something from that. But instead going with the flow, going with the good fortune one already has. And then creating something out of that. And for people who are observing all of this, all the happenings, but I would say don't invest too much of your time in it, just glance. And then know that where does your good fortune lie? And good fortune comes from good fortune. The seed of good fortune cannot be negativity and drama. Because that is what is going to happen more and more for a particular person. And then they start this whole journey. The upward hill going upwards rather than flowing downwards, going with the flow, the downward flow. Because that's an easy and beautiful flow that God takes you naturally. And this is very well known in the law of attraction. The law of attraction says to flow with the river, with the water of the river going downhill, not trying to climb uphill against all odds to prove something. Because that's when the forces come at a person. And a person is left wondering, whoa, what just happened? What just happened? The easy downward flow. Going with the flow. The easy direction. And what is good fortune? Good fortune means planting good, getting good from that. Universal figure 8. We send out good and good comes back. We send out good and good comes back. Life is not supposed to be struggle. It's not supposed to be a struggle. It's not supposed to be about going back to the basic survival mode. The times of the caveman. Basic survival. Back to that. You know, we can't control everybody in the world. But we here listening today should know that what we are flowing is what is going to come back to us. And drama attracts more drama. Drama attracts more drama. It brings the negative forces of the universe against a person. It triggers the negative forces. So if somebody wants to spend their day triggering negative forces to be lashing at them from all directions, you know, welcome. I can only guide you here on the show and say, look, I'm here to show you the easy way, the best way of doing things. The best way of doing things so that one triggers less negative reactions. Because there are negative forces in this universe. And I'm using the word universe as a very, it's a way of saying in the space around us. There are negative forces waiting to be triggered and to go against a person. And then if a person decides, oh, I'm going to go down this path, which is not my normal path, not the path of good fortune, And I'm going to try my best to go against these forces and trigger all of them. So they all come rushing at me. And then I'm going to spend my time battling them. Because that makes me feel alive. Oh, wow, what a choice. So it looks like good fortune is not enough for people to feel good and alive. No, they need to be battling something. Probably their own internal demons that at some level they're trying to prove something. And then they're triggering all the negative forces which come rushing at them. And okay, they could be making some money out of drama. But then I would say, is it really worth it to be making money out of drama? You know how people say, right? Don't touch this money. It's not good money. It's not made in a good way. It's not made out of love. It's not made out of well-being. It's not made out of goodness. And so there are people in the world who won't touch money that comes to them the right way. They won't. And there is a term for that, which I don't want to use here. And so making money the right way, the good way, the fun way, the joyful way, the fortunate way triggers the good forces in the universe. And those good forces step forward and they provide. They provide money, but in a good way. So everybody who wants to avoid constant drama, survival struggles, constant battling of the negative forces, well, this is a great way to make sure that when we're walking, we're not looking at the garbage, but we're looking at a beautiful garden instead, with trees and flowers, amazing nature. And nature is proof of beauty without struggle. A plant does not struggle to grow. It doesn't. It just grows naturally, organically, as they say nowadays. And that's how we all grew. That's how we grew. That's how I grew. It was not a struggle. It's just easy growing. So organic. I don't think I struggled at anything. And the whole thing happens organically because the very seeds are organic and they're wonderful. And what comes from good seed is good. And okay, so what comes from good seed is good. What comes from good seed is good. So somebody in Africa is going to be an African and going to have the innate, amazing physical abilities that they carry with them naturally, organically. They're just going to be amazing. And they're going to be strong and wonderful. That's just what is going to naturally, organically happen. It's not going to be a struggle. Because that is what the seed is. It's beautiful. It's athletic. It's musical. It's amazing. And so that is what you're naturally going to have and move toward. It's not supposed to be a struggle. And so the same thing happens with people from my culture. And I'm not talking about the whole of India because India is mix. It's a complete mix. You can't take me and say all Indians are like me. It's not true. It's a big mix of genes over here. But I come from something, from a particular seed or type of seed. And I'm organically contained. They're going to be what and who they're be. And so if people feel that they're trying to be something, there comes the struggle. There comes their survival instinct. Back to that. Back to feeling where a person feels that, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. But no, they are already good enough. They're already amazing. And that's good fortune for them. And all of this drama, where people take on people in debates. Oh, I'm going to take you on in a debate. And I'm going to defeat you with my point of view. Wow. So that's what they were meant for in the first place, to be debaters and arguers and trying to prove the other person wrong and trying to win and then making money out of that. All we're trying to say here today is everybody who's listening to the show has to know who they are and go with that, flow with that. And if it's coming easy, you're in a great flow. It's not supposed to be survival based. It's not supposed to be a struggle. And I'm saying this because a lot of people are going to be deciding who they are, which direction they're going. Everybody is going to be deciding who they are and in which direction they're going, what they're flowing, and that is a law of attraction. I did not make this law. It's put into place by the universe for creation to work really, really well. And so when we are going forward in life and seeing the good that we can create, the good that we can attract, that is basically going to decide if we're in good fortune or not. Knowing that we're in good fortune is a realization. It happens because we know that we're fortunate. I am who I am by virtue of how I was before and what I make of myself. And my ability to make something out of myself. My ability to be going towards a future that is great for me. And that I am fortunate because of that. So somebody who is an artist, he's creating because he's able to create. He's creating because he's able to create. He's seeing something pretty. He has prettiness inside him, beauty inside him. And then he's creating that because it's flowing from him. He's able to flow beauty with everything that he does and says. So beauty for an artist is very easy. And if you go online and you see some of the paintings that people are coming up with, the way that they use colors, they just automatically know what to do to make beauty come out of their work. I mean, when you look at that, vis-a-vis, versus, when you look at that versus the drama that's going on and the amazing amount of drama that people produce versus the beauty of the paintings and colors that artists produce and the music that comes out of them naturally, then one can see the difference about what one channels through them. Because we're all instruments, we're all channeling, correct? We can either channel beauty or we can channel drama. We can channel beauty or we can channel drama. Because in drama, there are many, many shades, correct? Lots of shades. And then there's intense drama, there is mild drama, just enough to, whet the appetite. But then there is intense drama. But when one channels beauty and when one channels good fortune, one is just an instrument of that. And that is what a person who's in good fortune and who's in joyful manifestation energy, that is what such a person is going to be living in. And that is the energy that he's going to be engaging in. And that is the energy that he's going to be attracting more and more of. We're at the end of a show. We will be meeting again next week, next Friday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Joyful Manifestation Show. And, I would highly recommend that you subscribe for our show and show your support. And also buy the book, Joyful Manifestation. Write to me if you need any advice on anything. This is Sugandhi Iyer signing off for the Good Fortune Show and wishing you a fantastic rest of the day.